Stop wasting time. Not tomorrow, not next year, not after another failure. Stop wasting time now, because time is not just minutes and hours on a clock. Time is your life passing silently, whether you are ready or not. You may think you have plenty of it, but life does not give guarantees, only opportunities, and opportunities expire when you delay. I want you to understand something deeply. Every hour you waste is an hour you will never get back. You can earn money again. You can rebuild relationships. You can recover from mistakes, but you cannot rewind time. And the most dangerous habit is not failure. It is procrastination disguised as comfort. Life does not wait until you feel confident. It does not pause until you heal completely. It does not slow down because you are afraid. Life keeps moving, and those who move with it grow, while those who hesitate are left with regret. You don't need a perfect plan, you need a decision. A decision to show up even when it hurts, even when it's hard, even when no one is watching. Pain will visit you, hardship will test you. But pain is not your enemy, wasting time is. Pain teaches you urgency. Pain reminds you that life is precious. Pain asks you one question every day. What are you doing with the time you've been given? Discipline is not punishment. Discipline is self-respect. When you wake up on time, when you work on your goals instead of scrolling aimlessly, when you choose growth over comfort, you are telling yourself that your life matters. Discipline turns ordinary people into powerful souls because it builds consistency, and consistency builds character. Do not underestimate small actions. Reading 10 pages a day, practicing one skill for 30 minutes, improving just one habit. These small choices compound into extraordinary results. People admire success but ignore the hours of quiet effort behind it. Every strong person you admire once struggled with laziness, fear, and doubt. The difference is they didn't let those feelings control their time. Stop waiting for motivation. Motivation is unreliable. Some days it will come, some days it won't. But purpose stays. Purpose wakes you up when motivation sleeps. Purpose reminds you why you must continue even when you are tired. Ask yourself, why am I here? What impact do I want to leave behind? When your purpose is clear, every hour gains meaning. You are not late in life, you are not broken, you are not behind, but you will be if you keep wasting time. Start now, start imperfectly, start scared, start small, but start. Because one focused hour can change a habit. One disciplined day can change a mindset. One determined year can change a life. Respect your time, and life will respect you back. Use your hours wisely, and your future will thank you. This moment, right now, is asking you to choose. Choose action. Choose growth. Choose yourself. Time is not something you own. It is something you are borrowing moment by moment, and the most painful truth is that you never know when the borrowing ends. Every hour you wake up is not routine, it is mercy. Every hour you breathe is not normal, it is a gift. Yet most people live as if time is unlimited, as if tomorrow is guaranteed, as if life will wait until they feel ready. It will not. Time keeps moving even when you stand still, and that is why standing still is so dangerous. You say you will start later, but later slowly becomes never. You say you are tired, but time does not care about your tiredness. You say you are confused, but time does not pause for clarity. Life is happening while you are overthinking, doubting, delaying. The clock is not your enemy, but it is honest. It tells you the truth every second. What you did with the last hour is gone forever. When you waste an hour, you are not just wasting 60 minutes, you are wasting potential. That hour could have been learning, healing, growing, building, praying, or resting with intention. Even rest has purpose when chosen consciously. But mindless distraction is theft. You are stealing from your future self. One wasted hour today becomes regret tomorrow, and regret is heavier than hard work. You must understand this deeply. Time does not reward intentions, it rewards action. You can dream beautifully, plan perfectly, promise endlessly, but time only respects what you do. Life is not asking you to be extraordinary every hour. it is asking you to be present, to show up fully, to give meaning to what you are doing right now instead of escaping into what ifs and someday maybes. Every hour is a seed. You either plant it or you lose it. You don't see the results immediately, and that is why people underestimate time. But years later, they look back and wonder how life slipped through their fingers. It didn't slip, it was given to them daily, and they dropped it repeatedly. Stop saying you have time, you have now. That is all you have ever had. The past is memory, the future is imagination, but now is power. Use this hour to become slightly better than you were in the last one. Speak kinder words. Make one difficult decision. Take one uncomfortable step. Growth does not demand perfection. It demands respect for time. If you truly respected your life, you would respect your hours. You would protect them from negativity, from pointless comparisons, from people who drain without giving, from habits that numb instead of heal. Your life will not change suddenly, but it will change inevitably if you start honoring your time today. Treat every hour as if it matters, because one day you will give anything to relive just one ordinary hour you once wasted. Pain is not here to break you, it is here to wake you up. But most people misunderstand pain and turn it into a hiding place. They sit inside their wounds and say, "This is why I cannot move forward," instead of asking, "What is this trying to teach me?" Pain is not an excuse to stop living, it is an invitation to live more consciously. If pain truly destroyed people, then no one who suffered would ever rise. Yet the strongest souls you admire are often the ones who were shaped by the deepest pain. Pain strips away illusions. It removes fake comfort and exposes what truly matters. When life hurts, it is forcing you to pay attention. It is telling you that something needs to change, grow, or heal. But pain becomes dangerous only when you use it as a reason to remain stuck. Saying "I am hurt" is honest. Saying "I will never try again because I am hurt" is surrender. Pain is a chapter, not the whole story. You must stop asking life to be painless before you move forward. Growth does not come with permission slips. Healing does not arrive fully formed. You move while healing, you try while afraid, you build while broken. Pain does not disqualify you from effort, it qualifies you for wisdom. Every scar carries information. Every struggle carries strength. If you choose to learn instead of withdraw. Do not glamorize suffering, but do not fear it either. Pain teaches boundaries. It shows you what drains you, what limits you, and what you can no longer tolerate. Pain teaches humility by reminding you that you are human. Pain teaches compassion by allowing you to understand others more deeply. And most importantly, pain teaches resilience. The quiet courage to stand again when you feel exhausted. The mistake people make is waiting for pain to disappear before taking responsibility for their life. Pain may stay longer than you expect, but responsibility must begin immediately. You can cry and still move. You can grieve and still grow. You can feel broken and still be becoming. Strength is not the absence of pain. Strength is refusing to let pain define your future. Every time you choose effort over excuses, pain loses power over you. Every time you show up despite discomfort, you reclaim control. Pain only controls those who listen to its lies. And the biggest lie pain tells you is that you are weak. Pain does not visit weak people, it visits humans. And humans are capable of incredible endurance when they stop running from their wounds. Let pain sharpen you, not harden you. Let it make you wiser, not bitter. Let it push you toward purpose instead of pulling you into self-pity. You are allowed to acknowledge how much something hurt you, but you are not allowed to let it steal the rest of your life. Pain is a teacher, and like every teacher, it expects you to learn, not to stay seated forever. Discipline is often misunderstood as restriction, but in reality, discipline is protection. It protects your time, your energy, your dreams, and most importantly, your self-respect. When you lack discipline, life controls you. When you build discipline, you take control back. Every disciplined choice is you telling yourself, I matter enough to show up for my own life. Freedom does not come from doing whatever you feel like in the moment. That kind of freedom is an illusion, because emotions change constantly. True freedom comes from structure, from habits that keep you steady when motivation disappears, from routines that guide you when life feels chaotic. Discipline is what allows you to say no to distractions so you can say yes to your future. Most people wait until they feel ready to be disciplined, but discipline is not a feeling, it is a decision. You decide to wake up even when your body wants to stay in bed. You decide to work even when excuses feel louder than purpose. You decide to stay consistent even when no results are visible yet. These decisions may feel small, but they are shaping who you become. Self-respect is built quietly. It is built when you keep promises to yourself, when you finish what you start, when you do what you said you would do, especially on the days you don't feel like it. Every broken promise to yourself weakens your confidence. Every kept promise strengthens it. Discipline is how you rebuild trust with yourself. Discipline does not mean being harsh or punishing yourself. It means caring enough to guide yourself instead of abandoning yourself. It means choosing long-term peace over short-term comfort. Comfort feels good now, but discipline feels good later and later. Lasts longer. Comfort asks nothing of you. Discipline asks everything, but gives even more in return. When you practice discipline, your mind becomes calmer. You stop negotiating with yourself all day. You stop wasting energy on indecision. You know what needs to be done, and you do it. That clarity creates confidence. Confidence creates momentum. Momentum creates results. This is how ordinary people create extraordinary lives. Discipline also builds emotional strength. You learn that you don't have to obey every emotion. You can feel tired and still move. You can feel afraid and still act. You can feel unmotivated and still be consistent. This ability separates growth-focused people from excuse-focused ones. Your future self is watching every choice you make today. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Without it, dreams remain fantasies. With it, dreams become plans, and plans become reality. You don't need more talent, more luck, or more time. You need the courage to live by discipline, even when no one is clapping, even when progress feels slow, even when it's uncomfortable. The moment you choose discipline, you choose yourself, and that choice changes everything. Small actions look insignificant in the moment, and that is why most people ignore them. They chase dramatic change, overnight success, instant transformation, without realizing that life is shaped quietly, not loudly. What you do consistently matters far more than what you do occasionally. One small action may feel powerless, but repeated daily, it becomes unstoppable. You don't wake up one day with a completely different life. You wake up with the result of what you practiced repeatedly. Your habits are votes for the kind of person you are becoming. Every time you choose a small positive action, you cast a vote for growth. Every time you choose a small negative one, you cast a vote against your future. No single choice defines you, but the pattern always does. People underestimate small actions because they don't see immediate rewards. Reading a few pages today does not make you wise instantly. Exercising for 10 minutes does not transform your body overnight. Saving a little money does not make you rich tomorrow. But ignoring these actions daily guarantees stagnation. Small improvements compound silently, and one day the difference is undeniable. Consistency is not about intensity, it is about reliability. It is about showing up even when the effort feels unimpressive, especially then. When you keep showing up, you train your mind to trust you. You prove to yourself that you are dependable. That trust becomes confidence, and confidence fuels bigger actions. The hardest part is starting when the step feels too small to matter. Your ego wants visible progress. Your soul needs daily commitment. Growth happens when you honor the process, not when you rush the outcome. Small actions teach patience. They teach humility. They teach you to value progress over perfection. Every small action is a signal to your brain. When you take a tiny step forward, your mind learns that change is possible. This reduces fear. This builds momentum. Momentum is what carries you through difficult days when motivation disappears. People who rely on motivation stop when it fades. People who rely on habits keep moving. Your environment also responds to small actions. Clean one corner, and clarity begins. Speak one honest sentence, and relationships shift. Choose one healthy boundary, and self-respect grows. These changes ripple outward. You don't have to fix everything at once. You only have to take the next right step. Do not insult your progress by calling it small. Progress is progress. Every great transformation you admire was once invisible. The difference between those who change their lives and those who stay stuck is not talent or luck. It is consistency with small actions. If you truly want a different life, stop waiting for a big breakthrough. Become loyal to daily effort. Make a promise to yourself that no matter how you feel, you will do something that moves you forward. Even one small action today is a declaration that you are no longer standing still. Small actions do not feel powerful, but they create powerful people. Waiting for motivation is one of the most convincing lies your mind tells you, because it sounds reasonable, it sounds gentle, it sounds patient, but it quietly keeps you stuck. Motivation is not a reliable partner. It comes and goes based on mood, comfort, sleep, praise, and circumstances. If you wait to feel motivated before you act, you are handing control of your life to feelings that change every day. Life does not move forward because you felt inspired. It moves forward because you acted even when you didn't feel like it. Most people think motivation creates action, but the truth is action creates motivation. You don't wake up motivated and then work, you work and then motivation catches up. The hardest part is starting when you feel empty, tired, or doubtful. But once you take the first step, something shifts inside you. Momentum begins. Clarity follows movement, not the other way around. Motivation is emotional. Discipline is intentional. Emotions ask how you feel. Discipline asks what needs to be done. If you only act when you feel good, you will live a very limited life. Growth requires you to move through discomfort, not around it. Waiting to feel ready is another form of fear wearing a polite mask. You must stop negotiating with your comfort every day. Comfort will always argue for delay. It will tell you to rest a little more, scroll a little longer, start tomorrow, start next week, start when things are easier. But things rarely get easier on their own. They get easier when you build strength, and strength is built through repeated effort, not emotional readiness. Look at your past. The moments that changed you most were not moments when you felt motivated. They were moments when you were tired but continued, scared but tried, broken but showed up. Those moments built your character. Those moments proved to you that you are capable of more than your feelings. Motivation waits for perfect conditions. Discipline creates progress in imperfect ones. If you train yourself to act without motivation, you become unstoppable, because nothing can hold you hostage anymore. Not mood, not fear, not doubt. You become someone who moves because movement matters, not because it feels good. This does not mean ignoring your emotions. It means not obeying them blindly. Feelings are information, not instructions. You can feel unmotivated and still act. You can feel uncertain and still take a step. You can feel tired and still give effort. Every time you do this, you expand your identity. You stop seeing yourself as someone who waits and start seeing yourself as someone who leads their own life. The world does not reward potential, it rewards persistence. Talent fades without effort. Dreams die without action. Waiting for motivation is a slow form of self-betrayal, because deep down, you already know what you need to do. You are just waiting for a feeling to give you permission. Give yourself permission now. Move first. Act messy. Act unsure. Act tired. Let motivation chase you instead of the other way around. Purpose is what gives weight to your days and meaning to your hours. Without purpose, time feels heavy, slow, and empty. With purpose, even difficult days feel alive. You don't need to know your entire life mission to live with purpose. You only need to know why this moment matters. Purpose is not always something big and loud. Sometimes it is quiet and personal, but it changes how you treat your time. When you live without purpose, hours disappear without impact. You stay busy, but not fulfilled. Tired, but not satisfied. You move, but you don't feel progress. Purpose changes that. Purpose turns ordinary actions into intentional ones. Waking up has meaning. Working has direction. Rest has value. Even struggle feels different when you know why you are enduring it. Many people say they don't know their purpose, but often the truth is they are afraid of responsibility. Purpose demands commitment. It asks you to care deeply. It asks you to show up even when it's inconvenient. But avoiding purpose does not protect you. It slowly empties you. A life without purpose becomes a routine of survival instead of growth. Purpose does not come fully formed. It is discovered through action, through service, through trying, failing, and learning. You don't find purpose by waiting. You find it by engaging with life. When you use your time intentionally, clarity follows. When you waste time, confusion grows. Purpose also creates urgency. Not panic, but focus. When you know what matters, distractions lose their power. You stop giving hours to things that drain you. You stop chasing validation that doesn't align with your values. You begin to guard your time because you understand its role in building the life you want. Every meaningful life is built on intentional hours. The way you spend your mornings shapes your mindset. The way you spend your evenings shapes your future. Purpose turns time into a tool instead of a burden. It helps you say no without guilt and yes without fear. You don't need external approval to live purposefully. Purpose is internal alignment. It is knowing that what you are doing today connects to who you want to become tomorrow. Even small tasks feel dignified when they serve a larger why. When life feels overwhelming, purpose simplifies it. It helps you prioritize. It helps you choose. It reminds you that not everything deserves your energy. Purpose keeps you grounded when emotions fluctuate and circumstances change. Your purpose will evolve as you grow, and that is okay. What matters is that you live intentionally now. Ask yourself how you want this hour to serve your life. Ask yourself what kind of person you are becoming through today's choices. When purpose guides your time, regret loses its grip. A life guided by purpose may not be easy, but it will be meaningful, and meaning makes every hour worth carrying.